There's not a lot to say about the last game other than I thought our guys played really well in all three phases and started fast and finished, and we were able to get some young guys in. They played well, so now we're moving forward to a short week in preparation for Iowa State, and we had our guys together last night and give them the day off, and then we'll have what would be our one real practice tomorrow, and lighter practice on Wednesday, and then travel and get ready for the game. So our message to the team has been, really it's about us taking care of business and staying focused and preparing, catching up on film study that we lost being a day short, playing on a Friday night, and just continue to work hard and take care of their business. And that's really the message we relayed to them last night. And so looking forward to getting them back here tomorrow.
Mike, is it easier to play a short week late in the year? Because I assume the practices get shorter and shorter the longer the season goes. So
Yeah.
Is this better to do this September?
Yeah, Barry, we don't practice very long now anyway, and so we would like to have the additional day, but obviously when you play on a Friday, we're not going to get it. We had a choice to make, and that one would be to make up that day today and then take the Saturday off following the game to abide by the NCAA rules of having the one day off per week. But we decided to stay with the schedule and take today off.
Why did you decide that? Why did you decide that?
Why? When or why?
Why?
I just think that, again, we have to make decisions based on where we're at as a football team, the health of our football team, and we felt like that trying to steal an extra practice and maybe fatigue them more than what we would want is not worth staying with the routine and going ahead and giving the day off.
I'm going to guess it doesn't surprise you. Your offensive line is unanimous. They would like a short week every week.
Yeah, they're pretty opinionated guys, and I told Levy that I'd listen to him more if he got a haircut.
That's what my wife says to me.
Well, it's you work too much, but Levy doesn't work. Levy goes to a class or two a day and sleeps till noon, practices and complains about what we do during practice. He's a good kid, though.
ESPN put Brandon Weeden #1 on their Heisman list. What was your reaction to that?
Well, I was happy for him. I think any kind of accolades that come toward Brandon represent our football team and what we've been able to accomplish, and he's certainly very well deserving. He's done everything we've asked him to do. He's been a great leader for us. There's times that people doubted his ability, never said a word. There's games that he didn't play in the second half. There's many games he didn't play in the fourth quarter. Never once said, I need more throws, need more TD passes. So I'm happy for everything that comes his direction.
Now, he was quick to say that if he does win it, the offensive line should at least get the base of it.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone, I think he's mentioned in several games, he's gone untouched throughout the game. He's been so well protected.
Yeah, I think he got hit twice Saturday. It was the first time that he's been touched in, for the most part, for 4 or 5 weeks. So they've protected him well, and they've played unselfish football. And as long as they continue to do that, then they'll do fine.
Early in the year, Mike, you had the Tulsa situation, and obviously this team had to go through a really weird night in preparing for a football game. The other night, again, you had a situation where the team was delayed getting home. Yeah, you saw the guys playing yard chess with that big chess set. You saw guys hanging out together. In a strange way, do those occurrences do something as far as team building?
Well, there's some bonding. It's like when we were kids, and if you went on a trip anywhere, they put you in the back seat and told you not to touch each other and roll the windows up. And there's bonding that takes place in those situations, and the same thing happened with our team in that airport. There was breakdancing contests and guys watching games and arguing over whatever those things they play on their videos on their computers. And we were there quite a while, so we had an opportunity to do many things. But it's good. It's good for them. And they handled it very well. I didn't hear any of them complain. The only people that were complaining were the adults. The players did very well.
With as much pressure as it would seem is on this team now, everybody sure seems really loose at this point in the season.
Well, they're a loose group. Sometimes I'll try to come up with some sort of plan or change things up a little different to actually justify what I do now. And they'll come to me and ask why we're doing it, and I'll give them some sort of reason, and they'll say, I don't really think we need to do that. I mean, we just need to kind of do what we've done all year. So I'll change it back and we go on down the road.
Just curious, going back to the airport, we know you have dance moves now. Did you take part in this break dancing?
No, it had to be more than 7 seconds, so that took me out, ruled me out.
Mike Tuck has lost 5 out of their last 6, and I'm not asking you to speak to their demise, but were you surprised at the Cowboy dominance in the football game?
I think so. I can't imagine anybody would think that they were going to be up by 50 points at half and play so dominating in all 3 phases. So, yes, I think we were surprised. I don't think our players and our coaches were surprised that we played well and won the game, but I don't know that anybody would ever think that you're going to go into a conference game on the road and have that kind of outcome.
One thing about Iowa State, and you've seen them going all the way back to your days as a player, they may not always be the most talented team, but it seems like every time you watch an Iowa State team, they play extremely hard.
They play hard. Yeah, they're in the right spot, and they're well coached, and they play hard, and they've been in games that some people may have thought they didn't have a chance to win, and then they've won some that people didn't give them a chance on paper to win. So, like any other game, we ask our players to respect everybody we play, and prepare and go play with great effort.
How much better are they offensively? I don't know how much you've seen them with that new quarterback they put in, I think, after Steele Jansen.
Yeah, number 16.
I think he was the guy that they brought in against Texas Tech, and it seemed like they just totally different.
Well, their approach is different now. He's running the ball a little bit more, and they're trying to get the ball on the perimeter on some screens. Obviously, it's hard for me to comment on what their philosophy is, but run the ball, get the ball on the perimeter, be in the right spot on defense.
Mike, you've now been in the top 5 bunch of weeks, and now number 2 for 2 weeks. Is it starting to get comfortable? Are you starting to get used to it?
Well, I think the players have adjusted, yeah.
People talking about you all the time, and just that kind of.
I think the players have adjusted to it and handled it very well. The coaches have gone about their business in a manner that I'm happy with. I would say the people that are close to our program, with the exception of the fans that are a little farther outside, I don't know that they've adjusted because it still gets talked about a lot. You can't really go very far to where somebody will bring up being number 2 in the country, and it was big news when whatever happened to Brandon last night, people talked about it. So there is a comfort with the people that it's most important to, which is the team and the coaches, but just right on that outside of that shell, I don't know that everybody's really settled in with it yet.
In that same vein, is there a lot more demands on your time?
On me?
Yes, sir.
There could be a lot, and I'm pretty easy to get to now. There's not many media opportunities that Kevin and Gavin think that we should do or I should do what's best for Oklahoma State that I turn down. Just because when you get to this point, you have a certain obligation to fulfill people's needs, and there's information that's out there, even though some of it's very repetitive. They still want to know what's going on, and so I think that I have a responsibility to the players and the team, and even some of it on an individual basis to continue to to market Oklahoma State football. So there's much more of a demand, but it's not something that's overwhelming. It's just kind of part of the job, and it doesn't last very long. And so we fulfill most of those requirements, or obligations, I should say.